Welcome to the 34th tutorial in Python. In this tutorial, we'll be taking a look at the math module in Python. Hello everyone, it's me Sairam and I'll be your host for today. Python's math module, as we saw in the last tutorial, is a built-in library that gives you access to dozens of mathematical functions. So you can write less code and get more done. Now, let's look at the example we had last time. Last time we had math.square root 25, which is over here, but we just changed it a bit to 16. So first, as usual, we import the module. We import math, and with just one line, you use the square root function. You don't have to put any other 3 lines of code just to find the square root. As the function is all inside the module, you just have to use it. So when you run it, as you can see, it prints 4. The same thing is done over here. 5. Okay. This is the first function you're probably going to use, and you'll also use them most often. The first one is the square root function. Square 25, it prints 5 in the output. The next function is to return a float. It is known as the power function. Import math, print math.power. So 2 will be your base and 3 will be your exponent. So when you run this, it will show 8 in the output. Next, we are going to introduce 2 very simple functions which can be noticed just by the name. Ceil, which stands for ceiling, and floor, which stands for floor. Now, what this does is it always rounds up, such as 4.2 will become 5, and floor always rounds down. 4.8 will become 4. Just how we say, the ceiling is on the top and the floor is at the bottom. It's an easy way to remember the meanings of each of these functions. So when we run this, as you can see, it says 5 and 4. Now, the next thing is not exactly a function, but it is a constant. As you know, math has many constants. But in this math module, the 2 most prominent ones are pi 3.14159 and Euler's number 2.718281. So when we run this, as you can see, it prints pi 3.14159 and Euler's number 2.71828. These are constants that you can use anytime in your code. Whether you're building a circle calculator or an algorithm using natural logs, these are always accurate and ever ready to be used in your programs. For any geometry, physics, or any animation work, these trigonometry functions are there for you to use. The first one are the basic ones: sine, cos, and tan. For example, over here, we want to see the sine of pi divided by 2. So when you run it, it says 1. And we want to find the cos of 0. When you run it, it also says 1. And we want to find the tan of pi divided by 4. When we run it, as you can see, it prints 0.999, which is rounded off to 1 in our comments. But remember, the math function always shows you the exact value. Now, the math module also takes in radians. If you prefer degrees, you can convert them using the math.radians. Let's say if you have 90 degrees and you want to find the radian of it, you'll just put it in the radians function, and when you run it, it'll show you the radian. It'll show the radians of 90, 1.57079. Now, let's focus on our logarithmic functions. Math.log is great when working with exponential data, like finance or machine learning. Over here, print math.log 100, 10. When we run all of these, print math.log 8, print math.log 10,000, it'll all show 2, 3, and 3. And one peculiar thing about the math function is that it always gives a float value. Next, let's say we want to calculate factorials or combinations. Over here we use factorial, which prints 120, and the combination of 5 and 2, which is 10, and the perm of 5 and 2, which is 20. So when we run it, as you can see, 120, 10, and 20. Now, math functions are strict. If you give a negative number to a square root or log, you'll obviously get an error. For example, over here, import math, print math.square root minus 1. We get the value error. This is because in the math module, it hasn't exactly stored the value of the square root of minus 1 as I. So it's always going to print a value error. So remember, always validate your inputs if you're working with, let's say, a user's data or any unpredictable number. If this video helped you understand the math module and how you particularly use it in Python, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button.